Hello and welcome everyone. Shirley Allred here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I know it's a fantastic day for myself. Today when I woke up, I discovered that on the spiritual awakening that I'm about 95% where I want to be. This last 5% has been one of the hardest to figure out what I needed to do. I've lived here for 2 years and I've wanted to clear the energy of the land. I just wasn't sure how. Today, a friend called, and as we spoke, we had a really good chat. And it's thundering out today. There's raindrops every periodically. The birds are out. And so I've built a fire of cedar and sage, which the Indians believe to have clearing and cleansing energy, which I also believe. I've also smudged and saged my house, my cabin, and each day when I awake, I ask to be looked over, protected, watched, and all negative and lower energy be cast far out and away from my land. Today I have decided that I will sit outside. I will honor the land which I have purchased and Mother Nature has so graciously offered to me. She is sharing this land with me, and I am so grateful. As I started the fire, I began to meditate, and I realized, and I've known this for quite some time, I should say. Logically, I knew it, but emotionally, I couldn't let go of it. Today, I surrender to God. You see, when I was a little girl, I went to a church, and one of the families in the church were no longer allowed to attend the church because something the father had done. At that moment, I stopped believing in God. I still believed in angels, which today I realized my angels came from God. They're messengers from God. Today I surrender. I open my heart to God. I trust in God. God is an energy, whether you call him God, source, but God is where the miracles happen. I am so ready. When I left Salt Lake 2 years ago on this spiritual journey, there was a force that I cannot explain. Everything seemed to line up. I was looking for a house to purchase in Salt Lake, and I decided to purchase or look at a recreational property. I instantly knew this is where I needed to be. It was Friday night, 10 o'clock, and I texted the gentleman. Within 5 minutes, he called me back. I looked at the property Saturday and couldn't wait for the bank to open on Monday morning so I could purchase this land. This land has always had a magical feel to it for me, as I never felt I belonged. I never felt like I had a home until this land. Part of me didn't want to leave Salt Lake. I would cry each time I left Salt Lake. But there was a magnetism that just kept bringing me back to the land. It's peaceful here. Some people ask me, how could you live out in the mountains all by yourself with no plumbing, no water? And when I purchased the place, I had no heat or electricity. I now have heat and electricity. I still pack in my water. I still have no plumbing. It's home. I've started a garden. Which nourishes my body, as I have always believed that the vegetables that we get from the store have been abused in some way. Being raised in a small town out of California, they grew tomatoes, and I would see the tomatoes falling off the trucks. And when the big trucks would empty the tomatoes, they would be dumped and smashed, and so I never ate tomatoes. Yet I will eat tomatoes that I grow in my garden. I will eat peas that I grow in my garden. As I know how they've been loved and taken care of as they've grown. I know that they're full of love. They nourish my body, and they're healthy for me. Today is a big day for me, as I feel more blessed than I have ever felt before. I used to have a radio program with another lady by the name of Mary. It was called Mindsets and Lifestyles. Her and I both parted our ways for a little bit, as we both needed to grow and heal within. We are now talking about starting up the radio program once again, whether it be a podcast, but just like they talk about the twin flame reunion, even though Mary has been married for close to 30 years. It's not a romantic relationship her and I have. Yet I do believe it's a twin flame relationship on so many levels. I feel blessed that her and I have connected again. During that time of separation, she had some medical issues that she had to tend to, and I did as well. Those situations made us both grow spiritually. And now that we've both worked on our shit, we've come together again with more love and respect and honor for one another than we have ever felt before. I am truly blessed. I now believe in God, as I noticed where I had let go. And looking back, that's where life kind of took a turn, and I went off my path for quite a while. It feels so good to be back on my path, and I'm excited to see what the future holds now, as I do believe today I've let go of that last 5%. I hope you all found this valuable. If you'd like to know more, feel free to go to my website, shirleyallred.com, where I have a blog. I will be starting a podcast. And then, of course, this YouTube station. On my website, you can donate to help support the channel. You can schedule a one-on-one session. 1 -on -1 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 session. 1 and I wish you the best on your spiritual journey. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Feel free to email me as well at shirleyallredandspirit@gmail.com. May you find the beauty in life I have today. Thank you.